Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today's update is going to blow your mind because we've got not one, not two, but three major storylines converging around the Dallas Cowboys, and all of them could dramatically change the landscape of the NFL heading into the upcoming season. First up, we're hearing some powerful and emotional words from none other than Travis Hunter, the Colorado phenom who's been at the center of speculation ever since he declared for the NFL draft. He's finally broken his silence on the possibility of joining the Dallas Cowboys, and his comments are going viral. And if that wasn't enough to set your Cowboys-loving heart on fire, the whispers around Tyreek Hill making a shocking move to Dallas are getting louder. That's right, folks, Cheetah in a Cowboys uniform might not be just a dream. And adding even more fuel to this fire, NFL legend and media icon Shannon Sharpe just went on air with a bold statement about Jerry Jones, claiming that he's finally ready to do whatever it takes to bring a Super Bowl back to Dallas. So grab your snacks, get comfortable, and stay tuned because we are breaking it all down right here. Let's start with Travis Hunter. This kid has been the talk of college football ever since he shocked the world by flipping his commitment from Florida State to Jackson State to play for Deion Sanders. Then he followed prime time to Colorado and put on an absolute show, proving that he's not just one of the most versatile players in the game, but possibly one of the most marketable young stars entering the NFL. And now, with the draft behind us and teams reevaluating their rosters, there's been heavy speculation that Dallas could be targeting Hunter in future planning, whether it's through trade maneuvering, future draft setups, or even using him as a long-term investment piece. So when Travis Hunter took to social media and addressed the rumors head-on, everyone in Cowboys Nation paid attention. In a live stream, Travis said, "Man, the Cowboys? That's America's team, you feel me? I grew up watching Dez Bryant, DeMarcus Ware, Tony Romo, those were my guys. It would be crazy to wear that star on my helmet. That's legacy right there." Now, that might sound like a typical starry-eyed player just showing love, but it's what he said next that really sparked the buzz. He added, "If the Cowboys come calling, best believe I'm picking up that phone. I know what I bring to the table. I'm not just a corner or a wideout, I'm a game changer. You give me a role in Dallas, I'll make the whole league take notice." That confidence is exactly what Dallas needs. And fans went nuts in the comments, begging Jerry Jones to make it happen. Imagine a future where Travis Hunter is lining up opposite Trayvon Diggs in the secondary, or maybe even catching passes from Dak Prescott. You'd have a Swiss Army knife who can shut down elite receivers and torch defenders on offense. This is the kind of dynamic that could reshape the Cowboys' identity on both sides of the ball. Of course, the logistics of getting Hunter would require some long-term planning or gutsy draft maneuvering, but with Jerry Jones showing signs of getting more aggressive, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Especially when you consider the next big storyline, Tyreek Hill. Now let's shift gears to the biggest speedster in the NFL. Tyreek Hill, aka the Cheetah, has been the subject of some massive trade rumors lately. And while he's still a key piece for the Miami Dolphins, there's been a lot of chatter that Hill isn't entirely happy with the direction things are going down in South Beach. With contract tensions simmering, front office friction, and questions about Tua Tagovailoa's long-term durability, insiders say Hill is open to exploring options if the right situation comes up, and according to multiple sources, the Cowboys are absolutely in the mix. It all started when Hill posted a cryptic tweet just after the draft ended, saying, "Texas always feels like home." That one line sent NFL Twitter into a frenzy. Was he just reminiscing? Or was there something more to it? Then just days later, he was spotted at a Dallas Mavericks playoff game sitting courtside with none other than Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb. Now that's not just a coincidence. These guys are forming bonds, possibly laying the groundwork for something bigger. And just to stir the pot further, Hill was seen training at a private Dallas area facility alongside several Cowboys players. He didn't shy away from cameras either. When a fan shouted, "You coming to the Cowboys?" Tyreek just smiled and said, You never know, man. You never know. Well, now insiders are confirming that Jerry Jones has at least entertained the idea of making a blockbuster trade to bring Hill to Dallas. With Brandon Cooks aging and Michael Gallup still trying to find consistency, Hill would immediately elevate the Cowboys' receiving core into one of the most dangerous units in the NFL. Pairing Tyreek's elite speed with CeeDee Lamb's route running and yards after catch ability would give defenses nightmares. And when you add in Jake Ferguson at tight end and Tony Pollard or even Rico Dowdle out of the backfield, it creates a level of unpredictability this offense has desperately needed. Now here's where it gets really juicy. Shannon Sharpe, yes, that's Shannon Sharpe, just lit up the conversation with his recent appearance on his Nightcap podcast. Sharpe didn't mince words when talking about the Cowboys' offseason moves and what's next. He said, "Listen, I've talked to people close to Jerry. This man is tired of waiting. He's 82, and he's ready to go all in. This ain't the same old conservative Jerry. I'm hearing he's willing to spend whatever, trade whoever, and do whatever it takes to win now. And that includes big names, maybe even Tyreek Hill." That's a jaw-dropping statement coming from a guy as plugged in as Sharpe. Sharpe even doubled down by saying, "Don't be surprised if you see the Cowboys make a couple more splash moves before the preseason. There's a reason they've been quiet lately. They're working on something." That kind of comment doesn't come from nowhere. You don't make claims like that without hearing from someone inside the building. And we know Sharpe has his ears to the ground, especially when it comes to power players like Jerry Jones. What makes this even more believable is the fact that the Cowboys did not go wide receiver heavy in the draft, which many thought they would. That signals one of two things: either they're extremely confident in their current roster, or they're planning something big in the veteran market. Given Jerry's history and recent comments about being in win-now mode, the latter feels much more likely. And if you put the pieces together, Travis Hunter expressing interest, Tyreek Hill dropping cryptic clues, and Shannon Sharpe all but guaranteeing moves are coming, it paints a very compelling picture. There's also the locker room angle to consider. Bringing in someone like Hill would send a message to every player in that building: we're not here to play, we're here to win. It energizes the veterans, inspires the young guys, and changes the culture from hopeful to aggressive. And that's exactly what Dallas has been missing in the postseason. Too often, the Cowboys have looked like a team that's almost content to make the playoffs. But bringing in stars with attitude, swagger, and championship experience is what separates contenders from champions. And let's not forget the Micah Parsons factor. He's been very vocal this offseason about the need to be more aggressive. He wants to win. He's already shown leadership by recruiting talent and setting the tone on social media. If a guy like Hill joins the squad, Parsons becomes even more motivated. And the defense feeds off that energy, which creates a full team dynamic the Cowboys have lacked since their dynasty days. But what about the cap space, you might ask? Well, here's where Jerry gets creative. Multiple contracts are up for restructuring, and there's a growing belief that a surprise veteran cut or trade could open up the exact amount of money needed to make a move for Hill. Plus, let's be real, when Jerry Jones wants to get something done, money rarely stands in the way. And with the salary cap projected to rise again next year, front-loading a deal with incentives or bonuses could make it all possible without tanking the future. And in the bigger picture, imagine this scenario: the Cowboys open the season with an offense featuring Dak Prescott, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Hunter sprinkled in as a dual-threat weapon. Add in that dominant O-line and the emergence of Jake Ferguson at tight end, and you've got an offense capable of putting up 30-plus points a game. Now flip the ball to defense: Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, DeMarcus Lawrence, and the young core continuing to grow. That's not just a playoff team, that's a Super Bowl contender. Cowboys fans, this isn't just off-season hype. This is real movement, real conversations, and real possibilities. The NFL landscape can change overnight, and with someone like Jerry Jones at the helm, no idea is too crazy, no trade is too big, and no goal is too lofty. He's chasing that sixth ring, and if these latest signs mean anything, he's willing to burn the ships to get it. So now we turn the question to you: how would you feel about Travis Hunter donning the star in a couple years? Would Tyreek Hill make Dallas the top offense in the NFC? And is Jerry really about to shake up the league the way Shannon Sharpe says he is? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because this is shaping up to be one of the most exciting off-seasons we've ever seen in Dallas. Make sure you smash that like button if you want to see Tyreek Hill in a Cowboys jersey. Don't forget to subscribe if you love getting your Cowboys news broken down with expert takes, insider details, and no sugarcoating. Hit the bell so you don't miss a single update. We've got breaking news, analysis, and deep dives coming every day. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!